So I'm thinking about this whole concept of main character energy, right? And I see a lot of women who are pretending. They're putting on a show, especially on social media. They're putting on this show of the soft life and being complete in who they are. But there's an insecurity there, and there's this projection of a main character, but not the embodiment of a main character. And depending on who you are and where you are, and depending on your vision and your intuition, you can see it. And I know that there's this concept of fake it till you make it, but here's the thing about faking it till you make it. If you fake it, you never really make it. The person you were pretending to be made it. You didn't make it. You fake it till you make it, you leave yourself behind. And you cannot be the main character when you leave yourself behind. And I was just journaling about this, actually. And I just really felt like I needed to come and say this. And I know that sometimes it's hard to change. And you know that you can't keep doing what you're doing because it almost can feel like you've built this prison around yourself and you're imprisoned by the image of who you are pretending to be, and you are afraid of the changes that you know you need to make in your life because it's going to disappoint so many people. But you have to live your life authentically. You have to know who you are. And the reason why I believe it's hard for so many women to change is that they spent so much time pretending to be someone else or trying to become someone else. And some of us, even from the time that we were little, there's certain things that we may have seen and there's certain things that we may have been told where we feel like this is how we need to be, this is how we need to look, this is how our homes need to look, this is the type of job that we're supposed to have, etc., etc. And everything that we are creating is around an image and not around an authentic vision, because there's a difference to patterning your life according to an image and setting a vision as the foundation for how you build your life. There is a difference, and the difference is authenticity. When you have an authentic vision, you are not trying to be the image of something that you're not. When you have an authentic vision for your life, the desires that you say that you have are really your desires. How you dress, what you eat, how you relate to others, all that stuff is how you actually are. And I want you to take some time today and ask yourself, the life that I have built up until this point, is it a life that was based in who I am? Not only my authentic desires, but my authentic strengths, my authentic interests, my authentic talents, my authentic gifts. Is it based in that? Is what I'm doing and how I'm living my life using all of me? Am I using every aspect of my character, of my giftings? Am I using all of me in my life? And it's so funny when I think about it that there are women who complain about feeling used, and I get that. I get the disappointment and I get the hurt that comes from being used, but I believe that deep down we want to be. but we want to be used on our own terms, and we want to be used in our strengths because we want to be useful. We don't want to be used and thrown away. We want to be used and fruitful so that not only are other people enjoying the fruit of our usefulness. Yeah, not only are other people enjoying the fruits of our usefulness, but we are enjoying it too. Because there is fulfillment in giving of yourself. But you have to find out who you are first. Because what happens when you are giving from a place of emptiness, or when you are giving according to a certain image, or trying to show up in a certain way that you are not, you're going to feel used, because the intention is for you to gain something from it, and you're not giving from your overflow. And overflow is my word of the year. And it is a reminder for me to have the capacity, right, to experience fullness. Because until you experience fullness, you're not going to be ready for overflow. Overflow doesn't come just like that. Overflow comes little by little from being full. Once you've reached that point of capacity, then that's when the overflow happens. And I know that for me, this is the year that that's going to happen. But that came through soul searching, that came through journaling, that came through introspection, that came through daily appointments with the woman within, daily appointments with God, and prioritizing those appointments before I had my appointments with others, so that no matter what space I'm showing up in, I'm showing up as myself. I'm showing up authentically. This is not an image. This is not pretense. This is me. And I'm in that moment, whether it's in a professional environment, whether it's in a relational environment, whether it's in my marriage, whether it's with my children, whether it's when I'm ministering at church. It does not matter who it is. I could be on a stage, or I could be having a phone call. I am myself. And there is so much power in that. I used to believe that there was power in showing up as people expected you to, but there is so much more power in showing up authentically. And that's what I really want to encourage you to do. Show up authentically, not as an image that you believe other people want, but show up in integrity of who you actually are. I hope this helps. Blessings on your journey. I'll talk to you soon.